Well, here I am again. I got let down on the dinner. I went in there, she hadn't even started cooking. I was like, what? Had to eat some pimento cheese sandwiches. It was like, what? She might come in here after she gets through cooking and be a part of the live. Wouldn't that be nice, wouldn't it, huh? Enjoy having her in here. It's always fun. Boy, I got a kick out of earlier's live. That was kind of fun, really. I went in there ready to duke it out with them people over them comments, but I figured out it's just trolls. I didn't figure trolls come in your comments too, but I guess they do. I guess they do. I don't know. I wanted y'all to notice something. I want to show y'all something. Let me pull it up on here. I want to show y'all. Check this out. I just figured this out. Okay, and it's strange. If I can get my screen to come up here, I'll just do it right here on the live and show you something as soon as I can get it back on the right screen. Let me pull up this live right here real quick that we're on so that I can type to you. I want y'all to see something. So let's see, let me go into it. Where is it at? Go to it. Go. Refresh. Oh, well, let me go to YouTube then. YouTube. Oh, I'm in the wrong YouTube. Let me go to the right one. Here we go. Let's go to YouTube. I want to show y'all something real quick. I didn't know if y'all knew this or not. I just found this out. You know how we always call the trolls demons, right? I want to show y'all something about this. All right, so let me pause. I don't want to be messing up my life, but look, I'm going to show y'all the emojis. Let's see, troll. Let's find an emoji for a troll. Okay, emoji troll. Are they the same on here as they are on your phone? Alright, here's the troll emoji. And here's one when you type in demon. I want y'all to do it on your phone and check it out. If you go in and you type troll in, you get the same emoji as if you type demon in. You get the same emoji on your iPhone. I'm using my phone for this right here, so I just want y'all to look at that. Isn't that weird? Let's see. Let me try to do it again. Okay. This is the demon emoji. Isn't that weird? The demon emoji and the troll emoji are exactly the same. Man, that deer roast, you making me jealous. I went in and she hadn't even cooked yet. She just got out of the shower. I was like, what? I thought I was going in to eat real quick. I ended up eating up some pimento cheese sandwiches. That wasn't too delightful, but I guess it'll make it till time to eat. I guess I'll be excited when it's time to eat. But glad y'all are here, man. We had a good time earlier. I wasn't expecting that. I came in to duke it out with them folks, and nobody showed up but a bunch of trolls. So I figured, I guess that's who I'm talking to anyway. When they, my big thing is it's like, it's not that hard to see, okay? I've been talking about Revelation a little bit. And we can just sit here and look at what they talk about on the news and on YouTube. Elon Musk for years been talking about they're summoning a demon by getting AI, right? And then there'll be a time here soon when it's like a million times smarter than a man. So they're calling it a god, like man's making God in his image, right? And suddenly we're about to go to no money. Like we've got this digital money. They're trying to get control of it now. And when they get full control of it, then there's all the things that are set up between chapter 13, verse 15 through 17. All of it set up. We'll have digital money that can be controlled by AI, meaning that, and they wanted all our cars to be electric by the time, 2030? So basically, setting up for the beast. That's the beast is like what you would call like a lot of things, like the government. I would say the false prophet of the beast would be, say, you're powerful guys right now trying to make AI, get to the singularity. What's up, everybody? I got you, Mike. That's fine, buddy. I'm glad you're here, man. I really am. Hey, you're a big help. But yeah, man, like I say earlier, I thought it was going to be uh, you know, I wanted to get some of these people that's been leaving them comments in there, and turned out better than that. Turned out a bunch of people just having fun. Talking about the Lord, talking about rapture. And the thing is, the rapture is going to happen. It's going to happen this year. Is it going to happen the way we are expecting? Probably we're all going to be surprised, right? We're all going to be surprised about the way it'll go like it says, but it will be not like what we thought, right? Like, so that's why we try to think it in all kinds of different ways, I mean, it's an exciting subject, actually, Of course, a certain group hates for us to talk about it. They hate for us to believe in it. Well, the thing is that it's not a belief, it's in there. I say it's unbiblical to say it's not in there. Some people think really 1,000 years left for the rapture. They don't think, you know what? It's because they don't, no matter how bad it gets, they say it's still supposed to get worse. Can you imagine living in a world this bad, getting worse than it is right now, 1,000 years from now? No, 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 no. That's right. But see, we know something they don't, Mike, and a lot of you guys know, look, I was visited by the prophet Elijah 10 years ago. He did tell me 10 years. He didn't say 10 years in this month or 10 years on this day. And so when people say call out dates, I'm like, really? Like yeah. Yeah, they say, I don't see anyone next after Trump. I don't either. In fact, you remember that book that came out said the last president, talking about Barron Trump? Ingersoll Lockwood or whatever his name was? I think that he knew something. You know what I'm saying? There was something to it. I knew Trump would be our last president. Now, I'm not saying that. I think the next one's a king. He'll end up being a king. Whatever's about to take over, whoever is going to name some kings, and I think they'll name Trump one of them. That's what I think. I think that we're done with the democracy. It's not working. It doesn't work anymore anyway. Democracy was never meant to be a lasting thing anyway, and they knew it when they were making it. The original writers knew that it would not last forever. He may be the Antichrist. In fact, I mean, look, the only thing I can say is people don't like Trump like they're going to like the Antichrist. Somebody that's going to step up and be, but I think the Antichrist will be behind the scenes type deal, and that the image will be what we deal with, right? The image is what I think we're still in 2025 until April 1st. Well, here's the deal. I looked that up and I got it figured out what you're talking about, and let me explain it, okay? If you guys don't mind me explaining this real quick, y'all give me some hearts if y'all don't mind it. Give me some hearts or something, quite a few of them or something. Let me know if you want me to explain this 2025, 2026, April 1st deal. Okay, so if you go off of the Gregorian calendar, 2025 is over. But if I go back 10 years ago when Elijah told me this, if you go off the Hebrew calendar, it was the year 5776. Okay, so, and it was in the 7th month or 8th month that I dealt with him. Well, here it is 10 years later. But actually, if you go off of the time period he told me off a Hebrew calendar, we're only at 9 years and how many months till April 1st? So it'll be 9 years, and April 1st will be the actual 10 years if we go off the Hebrew calendar. So, and April 1st happens to be Passover. So it'll be a full moon. Do I know anything? No, I'm just guessing like you guys and, hoping for the best, right? I'm just a man trying to look into heavenly things, okay? But I know that there won't be an 11th. I can tell you that much. There won't be an 11th. So either we're talking about 2020 won't be a 2027, or we're talking about there won't be a 20. Okay, so it's about to be 5787 on April 1st. So there won't be a 5788. Does that make sense? Because that would be the 11th year if we go off the Hebrew calendar. So that would actually push us into 2027 a little bit, like a few months. How long did it get to grow that beard? Man, this beard's been trimmed so many times, I don't know. I don't let it get much longer than this. It could go all the way down to my feet. You know what? And Joshua, I find Joshua right, guys. I don't find him right about saying the rapture on the Feast of Trumpets. But I have noticed the Exodus. If you want me to explain, I can explain that. But I have noticed the Exodus. I've seen it in you guys. I've noticed it in you guys. You guys, we were all, look, everybody was once a sinner, always a sinner. That's Egypt. And then I've noticed you walk from one side to the non-sinner side, which would mean Exodus. I can tell you about it and say come, but I can't make you come. You had to walk to it, just like they did. You had to walk to the other side. So I do see the Exodus happening. But Joshua, with his man mind, looked at it as the rapture, right? He even said so. He said that he took it as the rapture. So I have noticed that partially, like he was wrong in the way he was looking at it, but I do believe Jesus came to him. I do believe that. I believe that he just took it wrong. And which is easy to do because we're trying to understand things just from man minds, We always do that. But I do, one thing I know is that I always repent of the way I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm always trying to think it out a different way so that I won't be caught off guard. You know what I mean? But somehow it still always catches me off guard some. God's got his way of being exciting. You know what I mean? What did he look like in your visitation? In my visitation, Jesus did not come to me in person. I mean, in physical form. He came to me, started talking to me. It started out in here, and before I know it, it was audible. And he took me up there, and I was looking at something about like this when he was showing it to me, except for all the land was together. It wasn't all these different land masses. It was all together. And he showed me the whole story of the beginning and where we're at now. And he didn't necessarily show me the ending of it. he showed me a lot of other things about myself. So it wasn't I've never seen Jesus face to face. So the first time, if the rapture we see him face to face, that'll be my first time too. But I have spoke with him. It was him. Now, Elijah, if you're talking about Elijah, I can tell you about that one. That was face to face, but it's not going to be the way you expect. Wasn't the way I was expecting either, you know. But that was face to face. Wasn't at all like I was expecting, but it happened just like the Bible said. It happened just like the Bible said. Okay. So he came. Let me open the verse up before we start. So that I can, and I'm not going to read the verse until after I tell you my experience. Jesus said it. Malachi said it. I think Isaiah said it too. Jesus quoted from Isaiah a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and turn to the verse so I can read it when I get done. So it was my wife's birthday in 2015, which was right after those tetrad moons we had. You remember those tetrad moons, blood moons that some of y'all may have been younger at that time or whatever, but we had a tetrad of blood moons that all landed on Jewish feasts, like the Feast of Trumpets, the Feast of Tabernacles, they all landed in. Well, my wife, while I'm out with my wife on her birthday, she tells me that I need to talk to my son because he's talking different. And she told me what he said. And she said that she came outside to start talking to her. Next thing you know, he's kind of preaching at her. So she was listening. And then he said, "Come, walk with me." And he went to walk out the door. She said she couldn't get up fast enough. She had chills all over her whole body. And then he turned around and it was like he didn't know what was going on. So I get home, and I'm more excited about getting home to talk to him than I am being at her birthday thing. The whole time, that's all I could think about. So I get home and I start talking to him, and he's kind of bouncing around the house, back and forth from the refrigerator to his Xbox, whatever he was doing at the time, it was always on the computer. And I'm asking him, talking to him, and he's answering questions. But I was like, "Well, son, does any names come to you?" And he said, "Yeah, Elijah," real easily, and walks off. I was like, "Elijah?" So now I'm starting to like question him. I question him. We go outside together. He keeps telling me these weird things that I've never heard before, And another thing is he kept talking about angels everywhere, and I'm like, I don't see no, who's around? Is Gabriel, And I'm like, man, that's a big name too. He's saying some big names, Well, that was around the time I started hearing them too. But hang on, let me finish. So I question him. I go in. This is when the internet was still good. We're talking about 10 years ago when you could still look things up. And I was looking up the books about Elijah that aren't in the Bible because we only got like a smidgen of Elijah in the Bible. But there's other books that he's not, and it was talking about the things that he was telling me. So then I started believing, you know what I mean? It started getting me then. So anyway, afterwards I go back and I read the book where it says, "In the last days I'll send you the prophet Elijah." This is what it says. Listen. "Remember the instruction of Moses, my servant, the statutes and ordinance I commanded him at Horeb for all of Israel. Look, I'm going to send you Elijah the prophet before the great and awesome," most of them say great and dreadful, but this one says great and awesome day of the Lord comes. "He will turn the hearts of fathers to their children and the hearts of children to their fathers. Otherwise, I will strike the land with a curse." Now, I figured out it wasn't because Elijah's going to come tell you to love your children. It's because he came through my child. And I followed him around for 3 weeks like a little child. He told me things that blew my mind, things that would happen right then. Just within a few minutes, the thing would happen. Things of the future, things of, beyond the rapture, or, beyond what we call the rapture. He told me things that things that made so much sense. But see, you got to understand, God doesn't send you a prophet to tell you about things that are in here. We already have the things that are in here. He comes to tell you things that aren't in there, secrets. And it blew my mind, guys. I'm here to tell you, I'm just a man. Look, I'm talking to you with sanity. It happened. It happened. And then right around that time, the angels showed up. And that's when I told that story when the angels showed up. I was scared to death for a good week. It took me a week to get used to them. That's why everywhere in the Bible it says, every angel that shows up, it says, don't fear not, because it's scary. I'm here to tell you. They don't look like or act like or I didn't start out seeing them. The veil was being lifted daily. It got more and more and more and more until I started seeing them. But I was hearing them before I was seeing them. And hearing them was scary. Let's just say but anyway, what do you think about Elijah? What do you think about that? Now, it's tough. It's hard for a man to look at his own son and go, that's Elijah, but it happened. I like sharing stuff about the Bible and Jesus, but I fear like crossing the line to being a teacher or a hypocrite. Well, guy, I would say, if you don't want to cross the line, then just stick with the words of the Bible and just repeat them. That's all I can tell you on that. But when the Spirit starts to approach you, you're not being a hypocrite. You're just telling it like it is. People that can believe you or not believe you. If you start making up stuff, then you're a hypocrite and you're lying. But if you're not making it up, then it's real. The thing is that I wouldn't just sit here and make this stuff up. I'm scared to do the same thing as you are. You know what I mean? I don't want to cross the line. And don't knock on my door. What does that mean? I'm trying to figure out now. Sometimes we let a few fly. What's up, Jason? What's up? We got us a lot of Jasons now. Oh yeah. It's I'm telling you guys, people that make up stories, I don't know how they can live with themselves. You know what I mean? Like, are they not scared of God? Do you know that God's way more scarier than Satan could ever be? God can do some, they haven't read the Old Testament if they don't know what God can do. Look, Elisha was walking down the road after Elijah had ascended, right? He's walking down the road. Now he's got a double portion of Elijah's spirit, right? And some teenagers started making fun of him for being bald. He was bald-headed. And so they were making fun of him. God made some bears come out of the woods and just ate them teenagers up. God can be way more scary than the other guy who's just a liar. Now, I'm sure the kids thought that was Satan. But it was God. Satan doesn't have any power. Satan is just in the mind. Now, Lucifer and Satan are two different entities. Was that more about them being in the way of him doing what God was wanting him to do? Was that you have to help me understand what you're asking. Was that more about them being in the way of him doing what the angels? Are you talking about the angels? No, they were helping. Oh, the bears. No, that's not the way the Bible reads. You know what I mean? It reads that they were making fun of his bald head and offending him, I guess. And the bears came out. And that was just some teenagers now, you know what I mean? You know, teenagers are mean. Teenagers are mean little suckers. Y'all know that. They're mean to each other. They're mean, you know. That's when I started realizing I was getting old. When I realized these little boys could kick my butt. You know what I mean? Yeah, Satan. Look. I can know where somebody's at when I'm like, how powerful? Say, oh, he has principalities and all these dominions, and I'm like, guys, you're lost. You know. Of course he does if you give it to him. Of course you do. You know what it is? God does everything, and people give Satan credit. That's how Satan has power. It's because it's not even his. That's why he poses as an angel of light, but has no light of his own. You know what I'm saying? As I say, like, people don't fear that one. Fear the one that's in control. God's in control. You know, he's in control of all things. He either gives or he takes away. He either allows or he doesn't allow. That's how things work. Not the other one has any power. But he's about to have his final showdown with him and see that he never was anything, you know. But that's how it works. God is the only thing that has power here. And he gave it all the authority to his son. Even people are like, well, didn't Lucifer, doesn't he roam the earth? When Jesus died and went to hell, Lucifer thought he had him. He thought he had him. So he went into hell after him. And Jesus bruised his heel on Satan's head and preached people out from Noah's day and brought them back with him. Okay? But when he came out of hell, he came out with the keys to Hades and power over death. So Satan lost even that power. So he's locked in Hades. He can't get out. That's the truth. So Jesus defeated him at the grave. So no, he no longer roams the earth like that. Now it's just Satan in the minds of man. Man is the scariest thing on earth right now. He got defeated at the cross. He thought he had him. He had him right where he wanted him. He went into hell after him. Oh, surely God turned his back on him. He had no power now. I got his son. And he went in after him and he ended up getting locked in there. Read it. It's in your Bible. Jesus got, you know who controls death? Jesus does. We think all this death, Jesus controls death. And who goes to Hades? Not Satan. Satan's locked in Hades with the rest of them. Or Lucifer's locked in. I always say that wrong. Satan, devil, dragon, that's all in the mind. Lucifer himself got locked in Hades. It says Michael has got him locked down in chains. Can you imagine that? Jesus did it though. Jesus did it. Can I sell drugs in this chat? Well, I guess not, huh? They're just, something's wrong with these folks, man. They do better saying nothing or trying to sound like us before just walking in and saying stupid stuff. You know, but yeah, he lost his power. He lost his power of roaming the earth when Jesus went to the grave. Do you believe God or angel can tell us something mysterious, like phrase we may not understand at the moment? Yeah, I do. Got to think. It might mean something to you later and you just don't even realize what's happening. Yeah, I think he could tell you something. Well, would he tell you something? Has he told you something? Spill the beans. Maybe we can figure it out. You know, just like we'll roll back to Joshua. What did he say? He said Jesus appeared before him while he was reading his Bible and told him that the Exodus would be at the Feast of Trumpets, and he as a man took it as the rapture. He just knew it was the rapture. Well, he should have listened to Jesus. Because I see the Exodus happening. I see it happening now. Happens here on my channel. And I'm sure it's happening on other channels. Mike showed me somebody else who talks like me earlier, talking about freedom of sin. There's another one. Lewis Scott is another one. And they're two black guys and I'm a white guy, you know. I mean, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter if they're teaching that. They're teaching the right teaching. See, it's coming back. It's an old teaching that's coming back. Jesus died for your sins so that you wouldn't have to be in it, not so you would remain it. That's kind of rough, ain't it? It's always been kind of leaves you like when you first become a Christian, you're like, okay, so how is it I go to heaven? So you mean I leave and I sin? What if I say a cuss word right before I die? You know what I mean? My last words are, oh, fuck. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying, guys. What if you're in a wreck and your last words, oh, I mean, does that mean that you're going? No, that's not what that means. You know, it's, yeah, I know. Like I say, I figure my last word will probably be a cuss word, you know, because there'll be something coming at me so fast and I'll be like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying. But no, it don't work like that. You can get freedom of sin is just understanding what sin is. That's why understanding the first parable makes it where you can understand the rest of what Jesus is saying. When you understand what sin is, then you know how you can overcome it. As long as they keep you thinking sin is rebelling against the law, then you're never going to get out of it. Because we always we either accidentally or we purposely rebel against the law. You know, it's insane. But we're stuck in that. And think of how many people are stuck in that. Think of how many people in the world that even in Christianity. And I want to tell y'all something. Earlier I was watching the news, and they said Christians are being killed right now at such a high rate. And I'm talking about almost 15 countries have completely flipped and are killing Christians left and right. They can't assemble anywhere. That's coming to a neighborhood near you. I actually smelled the Lord pass by. It smells like flowers, doesn't it? Yeah, I said, okay, sweet flower. Yeah, no flowers, a reason for the scent. We've done that too. My wife, we've done that. Smell the scent of flowers, almost like some arrangements or something, you know, like, I don't know, like when you walk in a flower shop, that smell, you know, beautiful smell. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've smelled it, but never seen, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. I've never seen him face to face that I know of. Now, I may have seen him in somebody else and didn't realize it. Do you know what I'm saying? But one of the things I want to tell you about Jesus, let's check this out. So, every time Jesus appeared before the disciples, after he came back from the dead, right? They didn't recognize him. He would always have to show them who he was, right? Think about it. Every time he appeared to them, he had to show himself. Many years ago, it was early morning light, raining. I had the feeling that hard to describe. I felt calm and be still moment. I truly believe it was the good Lord above. Very well could be. I'm going to tell you what. The best times to hear him is being still. You know. I have a hard time reaching the temple because every time I do, I doze off. I almost get there and I doze off. I end up falling asleep. But if I could just stay awake for it, I probably enter the temple a lot, you know. It's inside, you know. It's inside you too. We all can reach the temple from inside. Ye are the temple. This temple they're going to build in Israel, that's not the temple. That is a fake temple for the Antichrist. They don't believe Jesus has come, and they're building a temple for the Messiah. that they're waiting on. They're going to get him. It's not going to be what they wanted, but they're going to get him. You know, that's why, like I say, you guys watched my last video. Obviously, everybody did. It's been watched 18,300 times or something. I put it out 3 days ago. That's pretty good for my videos, let me tell you. Pretty good. And I've gained a lot of subscribers out of it, probably about 120 something. It's been pretty good. A pretty good little video. Of course, I in my comment section, I start reading, and I got a lot of good ones. Don't get me wrong, a lot of good ones. People add stuff to it too and all that. But then you get them trolls in there, and people straight up cuss in the comments. I'm like, you walk into a Christian thing and just start cussing in the comments. I can understand letting a couple fly, but the F word, as soon as you start a sentence, I mean, come on. It's kind of like when they walk in here and go, I'm gay, when nobody asked them. Well, you know what that is, right? Yeah, I bless them. And I give them one of these, and they get on out of here. I pray that they find Jesus in some way. But obviously, they don't want to find it on my channel, But the biggest thing is getting free of sin. And it's just understanding what it is. And if there's anybody in here that was interested in hearing that, throw them hearts up. I don't mind telling it. It's really simple, okay? It's a simple, I can take you through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and show you the secret that's hidden. Or I could just tell you. And you can believe or not believe, right? All right. I see the hearts. All right. So, I'll just tell you the parable of the sower anyway. Jesus tells the parable of the sower. He says the sower goes off to sow some seed, and he sows some in the shallow path, and the birds come down and quickly ate it. He sows some in a rocky path, and though it grows up strong, because it has no root, it withers. Some jumps in the thorns and thistles, grows up a little bit, but the thorns and thistles choke it out. Then some fall in a good soil, which produces a crop of 30, 60, and 100 times what is sown. Now, this story is told in Matthew, Mark, and Luke for a reason. What comes next is what the disciples ask him. They come to him and they say, Master, why do you speak to them in parables? Well, I mean, why did you speak to them that way? And he tells them because though they have eyes to see and ears to hear, they won't hear it. But anyway, he tells them, and do you not know what I'm saying? In this story, I've given you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. And he says he talks to them in parables, so though they see, they won't. And though they try to hear, they won't hear it or understand it. And he quotes Isaiah. But let me get to the point. So then you go to Mark, where the same story is told. And Mark, he says it, the disciples ask the same question afterwards. And he says, in the story, you've been given the secrets to the kingdom of heaven. But, he says, if you don't understand this parable, how then will you understand anything else I say? Some of them it says, if you don't understand this one, you won't understand anything else I say. Well, the parable he's talking about is of the sower is Adam and Eve. Because if you don't understand the story, most people take this story and they go different directions with it. Some go, oh, it was a sexual sin. It wasn't an apple. Think about it. Oh, it wasn't a bear skin. It was reptile skin thrown. It wasn't a snake. It was a man or a dragon or a this or a that, right? And the story goes in many different directions. Here's the point of the story. This is where you're going to get the secret to the kingdom of heaven, right here. The freedom of sins right here in this. I always use something different. If I said, all of this is yours, you can do anything here. The only rule is, don't touch this or you will surely die. Well, while God was gone out of the garden, were tricked and said, he's lying to you. You won't die if you touch that. He just don't want you to be like him. And if I touched it, Wait a minute. I'm not dead. Check it out, Adam. I'm not dead. You won't be dead. He's lying to us. Well, they were going to die for sure. They got what it was is they were to live forever. They weren't stuck. These were just clothes, like these are clothes. These wear out, but your spirit would just move on to some more clothes. Well, they got stuck in it for flesh, and that's why they were embarrassed, because now they were naked. Okay? God comes back to the garden. He says, Adam, where are you? I'm behind this tree. Why are you behind that tree? Because I'm naked. Who told you this lie? Because you have believed this lie, then they got cursed, right? Well, if it had anything to do about the law, it wouldn't have came 1,500 years before the law. They had one rule, and they broke it, and they got stuck. Well, then Jesus comes. Now, let me go to the law first. Not only did they get stuck in the flesh, they got separated from the Father. Now they no longer could have a relationship with the Father because they got separated from him. Because the Father can't be around sin. And they had sinned. They broke that one rule and got stuck in the flesh. So, then we come to the law. Moses comes out with the law and he's like, they had nothing to go off of. He's like, if you see these characteristics in yourself, then you see God in you. What did Satan do? He afforded sin in the law. It's a virus, put lies in it so that you would do all these things and you'd make so many sins that you would never get to God, right? Just a virus of the law. It wasn't a part of the law. Now let's go to Jesus. Jesus comes in. He walks the earth as a man, did his ministry, was carried to the cross, and became sin for you so that you would no longer be separated from the Father. And when you accept Jesus and your sin is removed, sin is singular, not plural, singular. Sins were made under the law by affording the law to make all kinds of sins so you would. Sin is singular. You're either separated from the Father or not. Okay? So Jesus came to make you where you could have a relationship with the Father. So he became sin for you so that you would no longer be stuck in sin and you could have a relationship with the Father. Because the Father can't be around sin. So in that case, that now your sin consciousness is gone and you have a Christ consciousness. And now you're the same kind of person. You make mistakes. You still transgress. That's why the Lord's Prayer is there. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, it will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our transgressions or our trespasses or whatever you've done. Forgiveness of that. But sin's handled once at the cross. That's it. One time. You still mess up, so you go to the Father and you ask him to forgive you of that mess up. You know, and you go apologize to your brother if you've trespassed against him. Okay? Lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil. For thine is the power and the glory forever and ever. This is the prayer Jesus told you to say. Because once he died for your sin, that's it. One time. It's gone. Now you have a relationship with the Father. Now, would it be easier for me to say you're no longer in sin, or would it be easier for me to say you're just not a sinner? It's the same thing. Same thing. So if you get this, now you're no longer stuck in the flesh. You live forever. Death is an illusion. Death is an illusion. Okay? Now you have a relationship back with the Father. And yes, you'll mess up. And that's why you say that prayer. Jesus himself said that prayer. Was Jesus not tempted? He would ask the Father to lead him not into temptation, but deliver him from the evil one. Right? Did he not go into a temple and kick a bunch of tables over mad? He went and asked God to forgive him of doing that. But he didn't have to ask for forgiveness of sin because he never was a sinner. Jesus always had the Father. The only time he became sin was at the cross for you. So if you get this message, welcome to the kingdom, you're no longer a sinner. Now, you're a transgressor. You're a trespasser. You're all them things. You still can be the same type of person. You know what I mean? As far as like, they're just stuck in sin and you're not. They're stuck in the flesh and you're not. So the struggle with sin in the flesh, there is a struggle with sin in the flesh because they go together hand in hand. But a Christ consciousness and sin don't go together. So Miss Mary, do you get that? Do you understand what I'm saying? How much easier would it say is you're forgiven of your sin. Now go have a relationship with the Father. Now when he says go, hey, you're free of sin, go sin no more, that just means now you have the Father, don't be without the Father anymore. Miss Mary, I was talking to you, honey. Well, we can't win them all, guys. We try though, right? Huh? We got to try. Well, at least it's in this video, so if anybody watches it back, they can maybe get that. But if you do get it, Miss Mary, throw up that one. You see that one in that sun? That one in that sun means that they get it. All you got to do is throw up that one, and it means you got it. You understand? And, well, no longer be a sinner. Doesn't mean that you won't mess up. That's why you say that prayer for transgression, that Lord's Prayer. What's up, Heather? I got you a prayer in my mind. Don't you forget that. You don't have to say it. I already know it. Cowgirl, there she is. I thought we had us one. Miss Mary quit talking to me, though, after I told her the freedom of sin. I don't know. But, yeah, man, that was a lot of fun earlier. I had a good time. I didn't realize I was on here almost 3 hours actually, it was 3 hours and 33 minutes to be exact, I think. It's just so easy to stay out here with you guys. Look, I bet like I've been on here 5 minutes. I've been on here 50 minutes. Feels like 5 minutes. Do y'all get lost in it like I do? Or is it just me? I just get lost in it. You can ask me about God. You can ask me talk about Revelation, anything you want to ask. I'm an open book. An open book. I get lost in it, man. My wife gets mad at me because I can stay out here all day talking about this subject. You know, any other subject. I'm not a person that likes to stay on the phone. You know, like I don't like talking to people on the phone that long. But right here, talking about God, I could do this all day long. If I didn't have to eat and drink, I would probably be out here a lot longer than that. But then again, you know, oh, here comes Sweetheart.
I'm in my pajamas. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's just fine. Come on in. Let me set this up. Rachel's here. Hang on.
You don't have to move all
Well, yes, I do. You might want my jacket on the back of it. Oh, you got your jacket. Come on in. We got a guest. We got a guest.
I can't get around.
We got a guest in here. Look at this, huh?
Hello. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm in my jammies.
No, that's all right.
How's
I'm out here in my
everybody
jammies most of the time.
doing? Hey.
Yeah. We finally got her out here. It's hard sometimes. Like I say, she gets on to me for being out here so long, but I told her it feels like 5 minutes to me. Done been out here almost 50 minutes. It feels like 5 minutes.
Looking fly. Thank you. Thank you. I got his robe on and my pajamas.
I got your adopted sister in my mind, Heather.
We got you, girl.
Let's see.
Hey,
Jesus Christ is
Becky.
King of the world. Life is good. That's right. Christ is King.
Thank you, cowgirl.
He ain't just a regular king. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Hey, The I am, huh?
The I am that I am. I am the I
The
am.
Lamb of God, the Lion of Judah, the Prince of Peace.
Rose of Sharon.
That's right. Phone calls in the middle of this.
Who is
I don't know
calling?
if you guys updated your iPhone, but don't do it. It doesn't. I don't like it.
Man, lean back.
I just was doing the freedom of sin, talking to somebody, and she disappeared on me. I think in the middle of it. I thought she wanted to hear it. She gave me some hearts. But guys, I tell you what, I've had. Remember that time when the angels showed up and I was scared?
Look, y'all. He's in the bathroom, and we had one of those real big, deep tubs that had jets in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was laying in the tub in the bathroom, and I walked in there, and he's getting out, you know, and I noticed he's doing it really fast, like you know, like this, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, don't leave me in here by myself. Don't leave me. Oh.
I wouldn't tell her what it was, but I was scared.
He did later, but I was like, okay. That's kind of out of the norm for him, because he's more of a scary guy than
Them being scared.
being scared. Yeah. But that was something.
I thought I was tough till that moment.
Cowgirl. I like that name, Cowgirl. That's a good name. So the world isn't flat. I don't know if it's round or flat. It really don't make any difference to me personally, but
Either way, I'm stuck
yeah,
here.
can't you tell? We're in space. We're aliens.
I mean,
Did you just
What?
spill something?
my elbow hit my drink. I got it. I cleaned it up.
Oh, I'm gonna get him, y'all. That computer sitting over
I
there.
cleaned it up. That's why I don't like having drinks over here. But yeah, let's play some music. I forgot we could play music.
Hey, Jason.
I forgot we could play some music in the background. Let me see what I can get going here.
You said that right.
Is that
cowgirl.
Wallace? Is that Wallace?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start out with Wallace's song then.
How you doing, Jason? You been all right? You know, I think Jason, have you told me I look like Sally Fields? Was that you? I've been told that before. Jason seems to think I look like, or he says, not because of the hair, but because of my eyes, he says I look like Goldie Hawn.
Or Emma Stone.
And Emma Stone, I've been told that. Becky, so will you play her song this time?
Well, I can't play. This is Jason Wallace right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is Jason's song. That's Jason singing.
Are the cats yours?
Those are his animals.
Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, I've been told that. Maybe the older version of Emma Stone. But when I was younger, I looked more like her. But Sally Fields, I can see that with my color of my hair and my southern.
Yeah, Saturday night I'm gonna play music until they copyright me and kick me off.
We
I'll
love
play as
you
much as I can.
We love you too.
But
Your mom's cats, they're cute.
they've been copyrighting me, Becky, and kicking me off. They kicked me off Saturday night while in the middle of my live. You know, so, but I'll play as much as I can until they kick me off. But right now, I just kind of have to play non-copyrighted music, which it's just good to have something in the background, you know?
Jason, is that you playing baseball?
It's our boy Jason Wallace, y'all.
That's really good. It's really good. I wouldn't have known that it was not a music artist if Jason hadn't have told me.
Yep, that's Jason Wallace. Yeah, 2026, everything's going to happen this year.
You're right, Cowgirl. I think you're right. That
It's
makes
going to happen this year.
total
I bet. I
sense.
promise you, it's going to happen this year. Now, I know what's going to happen? No, but it's happening this year. Do I know what day or hour? Not at all. But the Bible's correct. I mean, even when Elijah came and talked to me, he didn't tell me no time or date or nothing. He just told me a year. I like it. It's the fact that I'm chosen. You was singing it before you knew it, didn't Jason?
It's good, Jason. Like I said, I wouldn't have known that it's not some artist.
Sounds like anybody else. Sounds like somebody on the radio.
I like the little Siamese cat. Or
I like to play it because
Himalayan.
that's one of our people.
Himalayan. Man, dinner was good.
I'll knock you out.
I cooked dinner. He's out here. I ate. It was good.
Well, if it took you 15 minutes to write that, I'd hate to see what you could write in about an hour, man. You probably
Goodness
write a
gracious.
whole album, huh?
We'll just call him Willie Nelson.
Now let me find this non-copyrighted music I can play.
You like Willie Nelson, Jason? He wrote a lot of songs, even songs he didn't sing.
There we go, a little background music. Anybody got any subjects they'd like to talk about besides how great Jesus is, huh?
Ain't he
What a
great,
great
y'all?
thing, man!
Ain't
I
he
tell
the
you,
best?
it gives us all so much comfort, you know, in them times of need. Yeah, he said that the guy playing the drums played for Joan Osborne. That's
Wow.
awesome. That's
Wow,
awesome.
that's cool. That song's not too bad.
No,
It
it's just,
says J-Man on it.
yeah. Robert, what's going on, brother? Glad to have you here.
Hey, Robert.
Like I say, I hope the room fills up a little bit more so we can get them subjects going. Everybody likes to wants to ask something, you know. You know, Brian, that was awesome earlier, wasn't it? I thought it was. I had a good time. And I really came on to duke it out with some folks and ended up having a good time. I like they want to call me out online, call me out to my face, and let's get this settled, you know. So I can send them home licking their wounds, but that nobody. All it was a bunch of trolls. That was about it, you know.
He so bad wants people to just ask him a million questions so he can answer every one of them. He loves it.
At least the ones that I know. You know, I asked one girl one time, I said, have you got any questions you'd like to ask me? You know, and she said, yeah, are the pearly gates really pearly? I went,
How would you know?
I guess. That's the question you have?
Well, I guess it's a legit question. That's interesting about the Euphrates. I saw something today where they was talking about what's going on over in Iran.
Yeah.
And they said there was rivers of blood. Now, I don't know if they were being metaphorical or literal.
Well, I know one thing. They're drawing the troops out of that area, off of the bases, all the bases.
Where's the gold hidden? I don't know, but if you find it, make sure you let me know so I can come get some of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The door code to the Illuminati meeting room. Heck yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But they're drawing the troops out of the bases there close to
Hey,
Iran
they
and
closed.
Qatar.
Iran closed the airspace here a few minutes ago.
Oh, and yeah, they've closed the airspace. Hello, what's up,
Hey
Scott?
there, hey guitar.
That's Scott.
Scott. What's up, my man?
America is accident Egypt, probably.
Yes, I agree with you on that. If it's not the real Egypt, it could be the real Egypt.
You know, when Jesus showed me the landmass originally, guys. Now this is what kind of it looked like. But imagine all this land being together, so like Pangea. And that was what he called Israel.
We're in Arkansas. Can't you tell?
Yeah, well, I'd like to see that. I'm going to look that up whenever we get off here. I want to see that. Remember some of these things. Elon Musk, I want to look that up.
Iran said Israel will be destroyed tonight. They said that?
Oh, well, guess what? We're getting ready to we're getting ready to char Iran. It's about to look like a big barbecue over there.
They thought that Venezuelan stuff was swift. Boy, they gonna go in and just full sweep.
I don't think that I think they underestimate how good our military is. See, all their military, they're made to be in the military. Our military, they're all volunteers.
David has a question for you.
When Jesus said, "Our Father in heaven," does that make him our brother? Yeah, Jesus is your brother.
Jesus is your brother, yeah.
Yeah, he is your brother. He's the first son to make many sons.
He's just wanting
He is your brother, but he is a God.
home.
Let me tell you something. He went to become something much greater because he earned it. So he has all the power and authority that the Father has on this earth. But he is your brother. Since I know that seems hard for people to get, it's just not something that bothers me at all. You know what I mean? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Father for us, Son with us, Holy Spirit in us, in you. Very easy.
Yeah, Robert, I heard that too. Or saw that like 25,000 or more.
Yeah, and you know what? Look, and then we heard I know I don't, sometimes I catch things, I don't know why, that, God knows I'll be looking at them at a certain time. And when I saw that Christians are being murdered more than anybody on earth right now.
Oh, I bet, Cowgirl.
What did she say?
She was saying that she lives 15 minutes from Zion National Park, 2 hours from the Grand Canyon. Definitely some wild stuff to look at God's creation.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. I've never been there.
That's only one of the only places. Man, we've been everywhere.
Been everywhere. Mount Rushmore, been to other countries, been to Jamaica, been to
the Bahamas.
Been all over the Bahamas.
All the islands. Yeah, we've been to every single one.
But I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I kind of would like to see it.
We went to Glacier National Park, which was crazy. Going around that mountain.
I don't really know. A lot of people do say Iraq rather than Iran. I haven't heard Iran, to be honest with you. But how would we know? Nobody can. Iran's been at war with us since '77. Wasn't that right? Iran changed a lot in '77.
Yeah, it was in the 70s. That's when the monarch was over there running things.
Let's see. Robert better not get in my face because I'll drop that and a quote from Step Brothers. You better not touch my drums. He was over there sweating. I didn't touch your drums. My wife was born and I lived in Iran in the 70s, but her entire family had to flee when the mullahs took over. Yeah, it was a different place back then. It changed,
Yeah, Soviet propaganda. Yeah, that's why you had hippies here.
But you notice that all you hear is about anti-Semitism right now, but they're not talking about all the Christians being killed.
Now, putting Christians in a church, boarding them up in there, and then catching the church on fire
Yeah,
with them in
they
it.
boarded them in there, locked them in, and catch the church on fire so they burn alive.
Did we just become best friends? Yeah.
Yeah, yup. Yeah. I loved it when they made bunk beds.
Hey, you see I got my jacket on. It is so windy and cold. The wind makes it really bad.
I mean, if you don't know how much I love Step Brothers, I guess she took the sticker down, but we sell the shirts that say boats and hoes. Has Step Brothers on it.
He loves karaoke. Don't get him started.
Oh yeah, I love it. I don't mean I'm good at it. I just love it. I love my little debut. You know what I mean?
Hey, now he did sing "Tears in Heaven" by Eric Clapton at my family's church. It was really good. Everybody was really impressed.
Windy and pure ice here. Well, we're about to get it, guys. That we got to turn our water on nice.
Ooh,
We're
you're
about,
in Minnesota. I feel for you, honey.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
You're up
sorry.
there. You're on up there.
You're in all that mess up there.
You get almost everything.
My 10-year-old wants to wrestle me when I am busy. Miss the last few minutes. Oh.
Well,
She wants to play.
you got to keep them busy. Every time I walk in, a cat attacks me.
It's usually me that gets attacked. He don't ever get attacked.
Look,
by
look,
nothing.
look. You sell scratches? It's from my cat. He don't play.
Yeah, well, he don't try to take your eyeballs out. He jumped on my head the other day, and I got scratches all over my head.
He's just playing, but his playing don't feel much like playing to me. I heard the river where the angels are locked up is actually the Mississippi River. Well, you know,
Man, there ain't no telling what's down there. I've heard some very wild stories. Like catfish the size of your car.
look, there was people when they were building the bridge that were down there. You know, they go into the water and they do the well at the bridge. They came up out of there and quit. They said things past them that they were, they weren't going back down there.
Somebody said y'all need Jesus.
I got a shirt that says that.
We got Jesus, do you?
We're with our Jesus family. We talk about all kinds of things. So you might, if you need some Jesus, we'll help you out with it. But we all know Jesus in here. Some people do believe that. Some people do believe that. You know, and I'm not counting it out. I don't really know. I know when the lamb broke. Can y'all oil up?
Good to hear. I was waiting for
Hey,
your
make
response.
Nick Cly. Jason, you're like one of 15 Jasons in here. You might want to, I'm a Jason. Glad to have you in here, but don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you
We
don't-
all
if you're
love
not
Jesus in
talking
here.
about-
That's right. Everybody in here knows that we talk about Jesus constantly. I just spent 3 hours talking about Jesus earlier. So this is my 4th hour on here.
Who is it? Pastor Dean Odell?
I'll check that out. Let me write that down. Hang on for that moves.
Dean Odell.
I try to write down all these
We
things.
always go and look at whatever.
I love when you
anybody-
guys give me something to look at. Pastor Dean Odell.
ODLE.
ODLE. All right. Got it. We're always looking for something new. We talk about all kinds of topics in here. It's usually something to do with rapture or revelation or just Jesus and the removal of sin. Has your sin been
Well,
removed, Jason?
Jason, I think we've all done that a time or two.
But you can come in here and be yourself, Jason. You don't have to pretend
He
to be
said
anything.
the channel's called Dean Odell Europe.
Oh, Dean Odell Europe. Okay, I'll write
That's
that.
the name of the channel.
I'll check it out. We're always looking for something. We've run out of things to watch. We really have. There for a while.
Did any of y'all ever watch Shepherd's Chapel?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Somebody asked me that. What is that? Oh, Europe. Right, Europe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're always looking for something new and interesting to watch. And
Hey, I like Backstreet Boys. I went to their concert.
I didn't like them.
Most men didn't.
Stuff in Iran is getting bad, and I see every day we getting closer to that day. Yeah. And the thing is that we had them poor in this country for 4 years. We don't even know what's over here getting ready to happen. You know? All these sleeper cells and all that, no telling. They've probably been in hotels making roadside bombs and stuff.
I can't come out here every night, but I try to get out here as much as I can. And thank you. I appreciate that, Becky.
The Lip Sync Boys, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, don't be talking about my band.
Hey, do y'all remember Millie Vanilli? Oh, Millie Vanilli. Now, can you imagine singing that good and letting somebody else take the credit? I'm telling you what, I wonder what the real Millie Vanilli looked like. Some troops got arrested for espionage. Where at? Ours? Our troops? We just need to stay prayed up and oil them lamps full. That's right, guys. Look, we're Holy Spirit filled. You know I get on here daily. I get on here more than one time a day usually. I've been kind of...
Bye, Robert. Glad you came.
Right, yeah. Robert, thank you for coming, bud. Glad to have you a part of the family, okay? Glad to have you a part of the family. We, Rachel can tell you, I've been kind of like real tired the last couple of days, like above average tired.
He went to bed at like 9.
I think maybe I had a day or two I forgot to take my medicine, and I thought I took it and I didn't, and it causes me not to get much sleep. He
has really high blood pressure, like really
high. I take 3 pills and it still doesn't come down to where it's supposed to.
Yeah, he takes 3 different blood pressure pills to keep it down. It's still even sometimes in. Hello, Nicole. That's my middle name. I like that name. It's my daughter's
We got some
name.
true prayer warriors in here, guys. We got these people you see in here. These are true prayer warriors. Heather, we never forget that girl. Why you keep telling me that? You know I don't forget about that. Oh, you want to tell other people? I got you. Well, hey, guess what? I got her in my heart and prayers all the time, Heather. Donna, you sweetheart. Look at you in here. Always glad when Donna shows up.
Glad you're here. And we wanted our website to be. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. He needs that really bad. He does.
Heather, don't you forget, guys. We always
eat more beets.
Got you in our heart and prayer about that.
He said eat more beets.
I know. We eat we eat the poor people food.
We can't afford all that healthy stuff.
I tried. Look, I told y'all when they first told me this, I said, okay, I'm eating healthy. So I went to the grocery store and we ran out of food in like a week and a half. I was like, and we had nothing else for the rest of the month, so I have to eat the poor people food. You know how it goes. Come on, guys, y'all know ain't none of us billionaires.
Eat more, but what?
Yeah.
Panache? Is that what that is? Panache?
I don't even know what that is, but I'll try.
Panooch.
I hope that's not a dirty word. Roman noodles are everything. Yeah, hey. I tell you what, they sure are. If you're in the wrong place, they're a delicatessen.
That person, they said beets in a can $1.09.
Yeah, sounds tasty.
Somebody said you have your daughter back on the stream. Oh, ain't that
Yeah,
sweet? That was sweet.
where's she at?
I was thinking, did you tell him that Hannah was gonna be here or something?
Yeah, I know. I should eat. So I should eat better, you know. But guys, I mean, life's kind of like, you know how it is. I mean, I'm trying. I've got my diabetes down. It's just it doesn't go away, right?
The food's not as bad now. When we first started doing that, I think inflation was still, kind of up there. So we do buy like better things now.
I was a hair from being in a coma. I was just a hair from being in a
Yeah, he
coma.
lost his eyesight for a little while.
I didn't know it. She looked at me one morning. She said, "Look at
I
me
was like,
again."
"What's wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong with you?" He was like, "I'm fine. I'm fine." Being a man and all. And a few minutes later, I was like, "Are you sure?" He was real off. I mean, real off. I could tell. So he went to the doctor and got figured it out.
I barely eat, man. I really don't eat much at all. I could survive off chicken eggs. Hey, you know what?
He probably could too.
I got chicken eggs out the. We had so many eggs, I had to cook them and feed them back to the chickens. I didn't know what to do with all them eggs. I got 8 hens and a rooster,
No, 7 hens.
7 hens and a rooster, and that's all the eggs for. That's enough eggs for about 4 families, 4 or 5 families. I was type 2 from 250 to 195 and pulled me off meds.
That's great.
That's good. That's good.
Amen.
I weigh 219 and I don't know. I'm just my body doesn't do well with sugar. I don't know.
That and the doctors we have suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't have very good doctors here either. You know, every time I walk in there, it's like it's the first time he ever met me. You got more eggs than 8 families can eat. I tell you
Ooh,
that.
that's a lot of eggs. I don't know what you do with all them eggs. I'd be throwing them out.
Well, I went and got chickens when eggs got high. And as soon as I got them, now I pay a lot for the feed, and eggs are cheap again. I don't. It's the way my luck goes.
I still like having the chickens. I like watching them. They're funny. They're dumb, but they're funny.
But I just done got used to it. I'm just fat, and that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
You're not fat. You're just voluptuous.
That don't sound good at all. That sounds horrible. I'm not fat. I'm just voluptuous.
Voluptuous. Arkansas. We are in Arkansas.
Anybody who's
ARKAN.
in here, anybody who's in here that don't think we talk about Jesus, we talk about him. I've done talked about
All
him
the time.
all the time. We're just having a regular talk, having a good time with our church family. Sometimes you just got to fellowship.
14
So
hens.
we're fellowshipping.
How in the world do you only get 5 eggs a day? 14 hens, you should be getting at least 14 eggs a day. Unless they're young.
When that guy came in earlier and said, first thing he says, "Hi, I'm gay," and I told her what I said to him, and she was like, "You shouldn't have said that." And I said, "Well, everybody else was laughing, but you."
What does that do for the chickens, Jason? Meat birds?
Yeah, I hadn't made it to that yet. She's done named them, so I can't eat them.
Those are my
I
pets.
can't get a cow because she would name it, and then we couldn't eat it.
He's right, I would. And then when he gets ready to kill it, I'll be like, "You're not killing my cow."
Well, check this out. Y'all love this one. So, when Rachel calls for the chickens, they come. She's got this way of saying chickens.
Chickens.
When she does, the chickens come, right? Well, this kitten shows up, and every time she calls for the chickens, the kitten comes up.
So the cat thinks her name's Chickens.
So now we got a cat named Chickens.
So when I call the chickens, the cat and the chickens come.
So when I go outside, I feed all the chickens, the cat and all the chickens.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. Skin a rooster, I don't know about all that.
Oh, I could do it, but I hadn't gotten that
That ice cream sounds
desperate
good.
yet.
I'll go have me
What's
some
up, Heather?
cookies and cream.
I thought you was already in here.
Yeah, I give them corn. We give them corn, and we give them pellets, and then we give them scraps, and I give them like oregano and red pepper flakes because it's good for their digestive system and mites and all that.
Whatever it is, I'm getting probably about 20 eggs every 2 days. I mean, it's a lot of eggs. I don't even know. They lay some eggs.
They some laying hens, boy.
You know, so.
Well, good night, Jason.
Jason, you going?
Tell Sonia good night.
Yeah,
we'll be praying for you.
Hey, we love y'all.
Pray for us.
Yeah, and I'll play it on Saturday night, but if I play it tonight, they're going to copyright me and kick us off. Saturday night, I'm going to take the chance, and we're going to go on and do our Saturday night jam.
I'll have to try that in the summer.
How many are up for the Saturday night jam? How many people are up for the Saturday night jam, huh? Where we worship together and play different songs. Well, I'm going to try and do it like I normally do it, but
good night.
They copyrighted me last time. Maybe it's just on Elvis. But we're going to get together and we're going to worship the Lord together and just have a good time. You know how we do it. And, you know, I'll try it. I think today I played Elvis one time and got copyrighted and kicked off.
Well, don't be playing
Or was it yesterday? It was one of the, it was
yesterday. Saturday, wasn't it?
Oh, no, I just showed them a video. They were asking me how could a AI stand in the temple and proclaim to be God? And I was like, maybe by hologram, maybe by robot, maybe by that thing they put in their Neuralink, you know, put in a guy's head, make him whatever.
Chris, you better be here.
So I pulled up Elvis to show them this was like probably 10 or 12 years ago. They did it on American Idol. And it looked like Elvis Presley was standing there with Celine Dion singing. And it wasn't just on TV. The people in the crowd said Elvis was right there. So, yeah, they can make it look like it, you know.
Said play 1930s music. There's no copyright on it.
Well, this music I'm playing is about all I can find that.
Instrumental.
No, they'll get you on instrumental too. You got to play the right instrumental, you know.
Goodness.
Yeah, they've been getting me, guys.
Well, I definitely wouldn't play Elvis anymore. And
you know, look, I would be more on my game tonight, talking about straight up subjects. But I done spent 3 hours on here earlier, and we had a good time earlier. I mean, it was fun. I got on here to battle it out and ended up having a great time. And you know, talking about the Lord, but right now we're just fellowshipping, you know, hearing each other and laughing and talking and
about how our week is going.
You know, yeah. I don't know if did you guys like any of the last videos? Put one out about the rapture. You know, put one out about, well, I know they like the one about the Antichrist. That one got like almost 19,000 views.
Hey, y'all make sure that y'all, if you hadn't subscribed, to subscribe, to like the videos.
Helps them get out there.
Yeah, it helps his message get out there to more people. It doesn't do anything for us. So.
Yeah, I would imagine it seemed like you'd be able to play Christian music anyway, but they copyright it. You know, you can play Michael W. Smith and they copyright it. You know, something like that. Or am I saying that right?
Michael W. Smith.
Yeah, they've got the Christian C.C. Williams playing "The Goodness of God." I love that song, but it's copyrighted. You know.
That's one of my favorites.
Now, if I could find somebody else singing it, maybe I could get away with it. But I don't know. They would sound. You know, I'm talking about like some random guy on there singing it. But it's kind of hard to do. Skip around the internet finding them. So I like a little background music, and this is pretty good. You know.
Bad.
I enjoy worshiping with you guys so much and just talking about God with you guys. I feel the Holy Spirit almost every time I'm in the room with you guys. Certain people start showing up and the Holy Spirit just comes on me strong. Yep. And, you know, I love to be asked questions about experiences. And I had one guy earlier, and I didn't know he was a troll, okay? He was kind of tricking me at first, but he said, show him my experience with Jesus. I was like, that's a weird question to ask, you know? So I just did this. I said, hi, Jason, how are you? Well, hello, Jesus, I'm doing fine. How about you? Everybody busted out laughing, but I mean, I didn't know what else to tell him because that's a weird question to ask. You know, he ended up being a troll, but I didn't know it. But he was getting me at first you know, but I thought it was strange.
That's nice.
Yeah, troll's gonna troll. That's true. You're a fantastic speaker on the Word of God. He definitely wants you to do this. Thank you so much, Rock Fan. I've
been trying to get him to do this for a really long time.
You gotta understand. I got pushed. I was pushed into this one. I really was. And then, after I read the messages of the people I reach, it tears me up. You know, I'd show her.
Y'all, he got choked up today. My mom called and she was telling us about her dream. And it was, she had been lifted up into the clouds and she could see the throne of God. She couldn't see his face, but she could see the throne. And she said a young boy walked up and he had on a purple sash. She said he looked like to be about 8 years old, and he walked up to God and said, what do you want me to tell them? And he said, tell them about love and to love one another. And so my mom was getting choked up, telling me about it, and then he started getting choked up, talking about y'all.
Yeah, I'll be like, I can read 1,000 bad messages from the trolls or whatever, but one good message from y'all makes me keep going. You know, it's like, why didn't I do this faster? You know, I tried it with TikTok back in 5 years ago, but I gave up real fast, and I got big real fast and still gave it up. You know, and I just, like I said, I read the messages and I'm like, I have people tell me, you know, that they were about to give up until they ran across my channel. You know how good, I mean, there's no way. I just, blows my mind. I was telling her mom I was choked all the way up.
I just like crying.
I can't. It's like,
he's got a big heart.
I'm humbled, you know.
He loves y'all and he loves the Lord a lot.
You know, and I just want to do what he wants me to do, you know. And reading messages like that.
Thank you, Becky.
Reading messages like that just helps you go, I am doing this for a reason, you know. You got a lot of people that refute, but you have a lot of people that don't, you know. And the ones that don't are the ones that make it worth it, you know.
He does have a gift. He has a really good gift of explaining things throughout the Bible.
Well, Jesus taught me how to do it. It's not just my own.
And he has a logical mind, you know, a rational, logical mind that allows him to be able to do that. That's why I was on him so much about doing this. He didn't want to do it. But I finally talked him into it.
And here I am, daily.
This is what you get.
You know, you get the rough around the edges, me. But you know what? Some people don't want to hear. You know, I thought people don't want to hear it from no long beard guy with tattoos, and you know, been through some things, and really, that's who they want to hear it from. You know, some do anyway. Thank you, Donna. You know, and you guys made a difference in my life for sure. Changed my whole life. Y'all did, Amy. Y'all have changed my whole life. Like, this is what I do now. You know, and I mean, this is what I do. There's nothing else I do but this.
It's all about the kingdom.
You know, and y'all made it possible. You know, made it possible for me to not only do what I'm supposed to do, but do what my passion is. You know, and
Good night, Becky.
bye, Becky.
We love you.
you.
More short videos.
Yeah, I try to keep them about 5 or 6 minutes or so usually, and it to keep people's interest. You know, people lose their interest quickly. You know, so I will.
Yeah, this is, what do they call it? A niche that is it's not. Really.
Yeah, it's not like, you know. It's just like, look, you probably could be a singer and go into the rock star country and do wonderful, make millions of dollars. But if you become a singer and go into Christianity, you know you're not going to do as well. But you're doing it for the Lord, right? Well, same kind of thing with this. I know that I'm not going to do as well, but I'm doing it for the Lord. So that's what matters, right? That's what matters. You know, and it's just what I love you guys, and I love doing it. So, and you guys you just make it even more. Like, I've got people that you guys show up. Some of you show up almost every one of my lives. You know, first people commented on any video. I noticed that. I know who's doing it. And you know, I get to know you guys too. You know that, right? Some of you have, my personal email. You know, some of you got my personal number. And we talk for hours, even after lives. I'll be on here 6 hours and then turn around and talk to somebody else for 2 hours. You know, and it's because I never get tired of it, guys. I love it, you know. And, I don't know what else to say other than I love you.
This right here might help you with the it in Revelation. That's what this right here is talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I'll use that in mine.
Yeah.
I'll use
Sorry,
that.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
But yeah, guys, I'm very humbled by it. It's kept me going, and somehow the Lord makes a way, right? Somehow the Lord makes a way. If this is what I'm supposed to be doing, He'll make the way.
Bless you, Rick.
Well, thank you, Scott. Thank you. I will. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going as long as the Lord allows me to do so. But we ain't got long, guys, because the rapture's coming this year. I don't know what time. I can't give you a date. But you know that within this year, we're there. We're there. What that means, I don't know. It's still a mystery, but it's still going to be fun.
If it don't happen here in the next year, it's not going to happen. I don't think. Not in the way that we think that
it's gonna happen. I don't think I never have thought it was gonna happen exactly like we think, but I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in a different kind, whatever way. We'll take it, right?
That's what I mean.
It's gonna be in our favor.
I mean, in a different way.
It's gonna be in our favor.
We're gonna be sidelined.
God's gonna show you favor. He's gonna show you who you really are, guys. Because you know what? He's had His plan from y'all since the beginning. Y'all were chosen at birth. Y'all were chosen before birth to do what you're doing. And you're very special. And God loves you a lot. You guys are so worthy. No, none of us deserved it. But that doesn't make you any less worthy. You're very worthy. Holding the line, hanging in there, it's coming. That's right. That's what we do. We hold the line. We stand firm. And we let no one steal our crown. No one. And if they try to steal your crown, bring them to me so I can send them back licking their wounds.
Oh, goodness. Amen.
Hey, instead of taking our crown, we might end up with another crown. But that's what, like I say, guys. I never did finish. I don't think I got to even finish the parable of the sower because I think that woman left earlier before I even got halfway through it. Some people do not want to hear the freedom of sin, guys. They don't want to hear it. But it's not for everybody, okay? But there's more people teaching it than just me. We found a couple others
Well,
online.
didn't Mickey say somebody else was it him? Was it Michael?
The rapture's going to start when the show is true colors. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, we got. Hey, what's coming up here soon? Who's going to the Super Bowl? I don't even know. Anybody know who's going to the Super Bowl? I know it's off topic, but you know, I don't even keep up. I don't even keep up with it. You know.
I know the Eagles aren't going. They lost.
I don't know. I don't know. Are the Chiefs going again? Probably.
I thought I seen where the Patriots were doing pretty good, but I don't know.
It's not determined yet.
That's what.
Well, I'm not real. I watch that game only usually.
He's not a big football person.
This is what I do right here. Is the heat on, or am I sitting over here just?
No, I'm sitting in this jacket and it's right on me.
Man,
so
pass that heat over here. I feel like my feet are about to. I can put my feet in your glass and make you a cold drink right now. Say, Denver Broncos. Well, that's a surprise.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really keep up with it, guys. I think the biggest surprise is if the Dallas Cowboys ever go.
Oh, they just can't ever get it together.
Oh.
And that's been since I was a kid, so.
Well, Team Jesus is going to win. Team Jesus
right.
is going to win.
Jesus all the way.
Well, this year, hey.
Retreat to Canada.
We're gonna.
Hey, Canada might be ours for too long too.
Yeah, you're talking about the 51st state, aren't you?
Oh.
But yeah.
I mean, if we take Greenland, it's right above Canada, so Canada just kind of comes with the deal, I think.
My phone been down all day. Verizon is down.
Ours is Verizon, but ours didn't go down today.
Some solar flares, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're a Saints fan, huh?
Well, I remember when they won. That was a surprise.
My son will be in Louisiana this weekend. Our son, I should say.
Dallas won in January 1978.
That was
That's a long time ago.
When I was a kid in the 80s, and my mom's friend would get so, because she was a Cowboys fan, and they was always arguing about if Dallas was gonna do anything that year, and they never did ever. Washington fan, all right. We've always kind of been Patriot fans. Before
Tom Brady?
Yeah, before Tom Brady.
We just got kind of lucky, and Tom Brady,
we got the good one.
Bledsoe got hurt, and Tom Brady stepped in, and it was on after that. You know, and thing is I'll say this: that Kansas City Chief. Well, who's that? Who's the quarterback of the Chiefs? What's his name?
Is it Mahomes?
Yeah, Mahomes can.
Is that
he can win as many as he wants to, but when he was up against Tom Brady made him look like a little boy.
He be trying to run the ball too much and getting sacked.
So it don't matter if he win how many Super Bowls he wins. Tom Brady made him look like a little bitty boy.
Take a boat to China.
Right? Exactly. When Canada becomes ours, I'm moving to the far end of Alaska and be doing my YouTubes from there.
Emmett Smith.
Guys, this world ain't gonna hold up that long.
I'm a
We're watching.
Jesus
We're
fan
watching.
too.
We're watching the last of the last
He's
right
my
here.
quarterback of the
We're watching the last of the last.
what do you call y'all? The Rapture Saint Assembly?
Yeah, that's the name of our football team, the Rapture Saints Assembly. You better
And
not come against
Jesus is the
us.
quarterback.
I'm just the coach.
Actually, Jesus should be the coaches.
Jesus is the star
You
football
need to
player.
be the what do they call him? Fullback.
She just called me a fatback. I heard. I heard what she called me. They told me I'd be a tight end.
You be tight, all right.
I can't wait. Guys, listen, we haven't got long before we're with Jesus. Not long at all. Not long at all. It will be within this year. Now,
Do y'all think when is the
let me look this. I want to show you.
when's the World Cup?
I'm going to look up something real quick. When is the World Cup? Does anybody know?
Is that in 27? Yeah, 2027. I didn't know if that I was for some reason I was thinking it was this year,
Let me
but
look this up. Let me look this up real quick. The Gregorian Hebrew.
can't wait, can't wait.
All right, so if I go off of around the time of your birthday, October.
Brian said, y'all make me laugh so much. Love this.
Okay. October.
Well, I was thinking what I was trying to remember what Joshua had said about there wouldn't be a World Cup. Oh my gosh, look at these stickers. I don't know if y'all can see them. Can y'all see those?
Yeah, they can. I'm trying to find a piece of paper to write this down. So what would that be? Let's see.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out what 10 years would be on the Hebrew calendar from the date that Elijah came. That was around, it was in 5776. When is Passover?
Man, my fingernails look horrible.
I'm going to look up when Passover is on 2027. When is Passover?
July 19th of 2027. What are you trying to look up?
I'm going to tell them if it's on, how far it could go. Let's see.
It's in April, I think, or the end of March.
When is Hebrew New Year? When
He said 2026,
is
but the World Cup's actually in 2027. Am I understanding right? And Rock fan asked what happens after the rapture. Jason.
what happens after the rapture? Well, I'll tell you what Elijah told me. I mean, it's all I can know is what I was told. And he told me that the earth would be uninhabitable for 50 years. And then we would come back. That's what he told me. I'm just a man, I didn't understand it either. But it sounded like rapture to me. You know, it sounded like that it would be uninhabitable for 50 years. It's also the end of a Shemitah cycle, same day as Rosh Hashanah, the Feast of Trumpets. Okay. I'm trying to figure out when the first. Let me find the first month of the Hebrew year in 2027. Let me see what that is.
Or you mean 2026?
No. Oh yeah. What would be there?
We're in
No.
2026.
It would be 5, 7,
8,
8,
7, 8, 8.
First.
That's right. A new heaven and a new earth. That's where God comes to earth to be with us forever. That's right.
It's not too sure.
I don't know. Maybe we can live with the dinosaurs. I mean, when we were in the garden, or when man was in the garden, we were supposed to be able to live with all those things, like the lions and the whatever. So the dinosaurs might run around while we're running around. I don't know. I don't see why not. Okay, so it starts in 2026. So, okay. I understand now. Yes, our joyful hope. Our blessed hope.
So is the month of Adar the first month of the Hebrew New Year? I mean, I know Tishri that's the 7th month, but what is the first month? Does anybody know? Is it Adar? I'm trying to figure out this 10-year thing.
Here, I'll look.
I'm trying to figure out what it would be on the Hebrew calendar. I know that this year that the 10th year would land exactly 10 on April 1st, which is, but I know their calendar moves around, so I'm trying to figure out what is the first month.
It's the 12th month.
Okay, well, I need the first month. We're going to find out real quick, tell you.
This sign.
Okay, so.
That's depending. Let's see.
Okay, so here's the way it goes, okay? If we go off the Gregorian calendar of me being told 10 years ago, then 2026 would be the 10th year. If we go off the Hebrew calendar, then the 10th year doesn't actually start till April 1st, which is Passover.
That's
But
5786.
For it not to be an 11th year, instead, if we go off that one and say, okay, well, 10 years would mean not the 11th. It would go all the way into March of 2027 for it not to be the 11th year. So it would happen before March of 2027 for it not to be the 11th year if we go off the Hebrew calendar.
And you know, March.
Kind of makes sense what somebody else says.
March and April, Stefan said that's when the three-eyed Atlas's tail will be coming past the earth, and there will be all kinds of things going on in
so
the
there's going to be a lot going on here in March and April, guys. I'm not real sure. You know, I can't. I'm just looking with a man's eyes, but let's keep
That's right. No man knows the day or hour.
Right. Let's keep our eyes open, our heads on a swivel. Right. Excited.
But we can know the season, and it's here.
I know. It's like I'm just kind of like just expecting any moment, but you know, I mean, I'm expecting I'm expecting the presence of angels, not just in my presence, but in your presence. And we'll all know exactly at the same time without having to talk to each other about it. So no man has to tell you when that time comes. I'm just telling you this year. Be looking for them angels, okay? Be looking for them. They're coming. But I tell you what, be ready because
They're not what you expect.
They're not exactly
Lucifer was a beautiful angel. He was the only one.
be still and know that I'm God. That's right. You know
That's
what?
right.
I'm gonna tell you something. If you can try to quiet your mind ever, sit, quiet your mind. And it's hard to do because my mind's always
He can't
rolling.
do it. He has a real hard
Okay.
time.
But if you can quiet your mind and just say nothing and sit there and say nothing in your mind, he'll speak to you. His first words to me whenever I was asking why not me? Why you got to talk to me through her? Talk to me. His first words that shot across was because you never shut up. That's my first man. The first words Jesus spoke to me was, I never shut up. So I'm not, I'm not even sugarcoating it. He told me how it was right from the get-go. Oh no, they won't hurt you. It's just that they're freakier than you think, okay? I'm just telling you.
No. They're just not what you're expecting visually.
Look, I'm out there going, hey, I'm out there, it's kind of getting close to dark. I can hear them all around, like in the trees sounding like. I'm like, hey, I can hear, hey, some will get a little louder than the others, you know? And I'm like, why are y'all talking all around me, but you won't talk to me? And the way the voice sounded was like it swooped down from the tree and said, hey, and went back up. And when it did, every hair from the back of my neck all the way down to my toes stood up. And I ran in the house, shut the door, and I couldn't get away from them. They were in the room with me. I'm in the tub going, oh my God.
He was
God.
tripping, y'all. Like,
Oh my God.
He was like, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me by myself. Oh,
Scared the
man.
mess out of me, man. I guess I wasn't really expecting them to swoop down and say hey like that. And then after that, they just start talking here and there, showing me things.
I seen the angel of greed, and that's a scary mug right there. It's scary looking. He never would have thought that you talk too much. Imagine somebody thinking that.
Exactly. My teachers told me that as a kid. My first grade teacher told my dad that she thought the whole class was talking. She turned around and it was just me.
They do know your emotions, and they will feed off of them. You know, that's when you need to get that soft gaze and be checking them out and see them where they're at. And that way you can walk by and say, hey, I see you. Get on out of here.
Yep. That's why I was talking to y'all about that soft gaze and trying to teach you how to see with your whole eyeball, not just with that peripheral that you got going on. Or am I saying that right? Your central. You want to see with the peripheral and the central.
Listen, cowgirl, I used to think that too. You know, what you think or how you feel. Once you get it, there's no going back. And it completely changes everything. Your whole life. You can't even function like a normal person in society because you've got all these things. It's
hard.
a lot. It's a lot.
It's hard to keep your heads in the clouds and keep your feet firmly on the ground.
Yeah, it's hard to do both.
It's hard to do both at once.
Me and him had to learn that years ago.
And you know, I used to be the one that they would tell me things were happening. I'd walk in the room and look, and I'd be like, y'all are crazy.
He would always be like, you know.
I never saw anything
Me
they
and
saw.
my mom that, because me and my mom are very sensitive to things.
And then I ended up being the one that had the most of it.
Listen, we were in the bed one night, and this was before Jason was into all this stuff. You know, he hadn't had any kind of spiritual experiences ever. And we had one of them stand-up fans that oscillates. And him and the kids were in the bed. They were in the bed with us. and I went to bed late. They were already asleep. So I go climb in the bed, and because he's got the fan on, I got the covers up like up here. But it sounds like somebody walking in front of the fan. And I was like, oh no, is somebody in the house? You know, I'm freaking out. He's asleep. And so I just got this bright idea. Well, maybe if I just jump up real fast, they'll run off, you know? I don't know what I was thinking. But I did that.
And they're standing at the end of my bed.
And it was the most brilliant light I've ever seen. And there was actual colors in the, I could see what it was wearing. It was like a robe, and it had like blue. It was like a blue sash, like hanging over, but it was so brilliant. It was the whitest light I've ever seen in my life. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It had to be Jesus. That's the only thing I can imagine. But it was standing at the foot of him. But as soon as I raised up and it seen that I seen it, it was gone. But I tried to tell him about the next day, and he told me I needed to call Ghostbusters.
Yeah, she ended up calling paranormal people. She was calling paranormal places.
Oh, it was.
She was freaked out,
I
y'all.
was. I didn't know.
Right.
I had stuff moving around in my house, and I didn't.
I had no idea what God had planned for me. But he had already shown her before he ever started that something was going to be happening. But I didn't believe her. I didn't believe none of that stuff, you know. Well, that's awesome, you know.
Well, that's good
he will,
to know,
he will deliver you from those things. But I'll just tell you, I was the least spiritual of all of them. It ended up being the most spiritual of all of them.
Yeah, it turned out me asking him, "Are you sure? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Because he had so much going on in a short amount of time. It was just a lot, though. I mean, our son, the Elijah
but
thing.
She's experienced with me, like people have experienced around me, the closer people to me, the same things I experienced because they were around me. And it's because, I don't know, all I ever had to do was believe. And that was the hardest part, was believing. And once I started to believe, everything changed.
And once you really have those experiences, you can't not believe. There's no way around it. There's no way around it.
I can never go back. I'll never be the same.
And I would never go back. I would never change any of it.
I wouldn't trade it to be a billionaire and have all the things on earth. I wouldn't trade it. I'll stay right where I'm at. Be exactly who I am.
Oh, Rise. Well, I'm glad that he took that from you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Your story's awesome,
Guitar said your
Rosanette.
biggest blessing right beside you. Oh.
I think she was probably talking about you.
I figured, but I thought I'd be nice.
Yeah, when you know, they can't take it back, right? You can't look. You couldn't make
That's
me.
right. When you know,
couldn't
you
make
know.
me. You couldn't make me unknow God. You couldn't make me unknow the Father. You can't take that away from me. No matter how hard you try, you can't return me back to being a sinner. It just will never happen.
And you know, people like me and Jason, or anybody that's had spiritual experiences with God and then turn from God, those are the people I worry about. You know, those are the people that need prayer and
That's right. That's right.
Those are the ones
that says it all. It's no longer I, but Christ that lives in me. And you know that Christ and sin don't go together. They don't go together. That I told you, that's like peanut butter and feces don't go good with anything.
Yeah.
I can't think of feces and anything that tastes good.
Just the word itself.
Hey, y'all want to hear a funny story real quick? This is a funny story, y'all. One time I walked in the house, you know, and I was hungry, and she used to buy these kids these cheese puffs and these big, y'all know them cheese puffs in the big cans? The big plastic jars? Well, I walked in, you know, and she wasn't in the house. Nobody was there.
I walk
No,
in.
wait, would you let me get to my story? Anyway, so I reach and I get them and I'm eating them and I done nailed about probably 8 of them. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, these things taste stale.
I walked in and I'm like, "Are you eating that?" And he said,
I said,
"Yeah, they
these,
taste stale." I
yeah,
said, "That's because it's dog treats."
I done ate about 8 dog treats before I found out they was dog treats. I
Oh
got to
my
looking
goodness.
at them and the little cheese puffs was little dogs. I was like, what am I doing?
He was gagging and everything else.
But if she hadn't told me, I probably would have ate the whole can.
Probably.
I just been like, those were the staleest cheese puffs, but I ate them.
And I don't know how you didn't know they said on the front of them, dog paws.
Well, I didn't. I thought that was just some kind of name. I ate fish. I ate them little fish. They're cheese puffs. Used to be Cheez-Its.
I know what I'm saying. It said dog paws.
She bought the kids fish, and I was eating the dogs. We do serve a great and awesome God. Look, we go out. We
the
look.
Greatest. The only.
We have. Listen, He's shown Himself to us, and He's also funny. He'll do
I was
funny.
gonna say that a minute
He will
ago.
do funny, fun things for you.
He has a really good sense of humor.
He does have a good sense of humor. God's not all not sense of humor, guys.
Yeah, he's not.
He has a good sense of humor.
Black and white. He's got a little gray in there too.
He laughs at the things we laugh at. You know what I mean? He finds it funny. As long as we're not, disrespecting each other and things like that, he finds the things funny. He does funny things all the time. Make me laugh and go, wow, how hilarious, So,
Alex. Hi, Alex. God bless you.
And she gets mad at me sometimes for the things I say on here. She's like, you shouldn't say that. But I'm like, they know me. They know I was a roaster long before I was a good Christian.
He's really good at that. Don't get him started on that. Because he'll win. He'll win every time and make you so mad you'd be ready to.
But you know what?
Hit a wall.
You know the only person I can't beat? My brother. My brother's better at it than I am, man. He is way better at it. Way better at it. He's had way more.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. Their dad's pretty good too. That's where they get it from.
Yeah. But, everybody's got their own, I just, I love the Lord, and I'd rather spend my time doing that than make,
Ooh, you're
having
killing
fun
me with
with
the heat, brother.
I can't believe I'm killing her with heat.
That's because I got a jacket and a robe
She
on.
sleeps with an electric blanket on high. I have to sleep 5 miles away from her.
I get cold easy.
It's fun, guys. Look, we shouldn't be
having a good time.
we shouldn't be so serious all the time that we don't have fun with this rapture thing and it all. It's all should be fun. It's exciting. It's an exciting time. You know what makes it not fun? The mockers and the scoffers. It's because they want you to not have a good time. They don't have a good time. They have a horrible time doing what they do. But they want you to be in that too. You know what I mean? They want you to feel the same way they do, and they can't understand why you feel you're like a little child. They just can't stand that so they want to steal that from you because all they do is look, what good does it do you to memorize the Bible and just quote scriptures back and forth at each other? It does you no good. I can memorize it. What does that matter? Understanding it's different. That's why I always take people when they give me a scripture, I'm like, okay, well, let's just read the chapter and see if it says the same thing that your scripture is trying to put off. And usually it'll turn around on them. You know what I mean?
There's boats and hoes things right there.
Okay, yeah, I told you that Step Brothers is my favorite movie, right? Step Brothers. I love it.
Don't get offended now, because he's
So
just going to show you something, but
So,
don't get offended.
so
please.
I did this for me and my friend David. You want to see it? Y'all want to see it? Let me know if you want to see it. It's not too.
That's what I like is the fellowship, just the
Yeah,
back and
you
forth.
can't just sit here and do constant preaching. Nobody wants to be yelled at and preached at all the time. We need it a lot of times, but I mean, sometimes we just need to talk, be people. And if we could do this at church, but you can't do this at church. You know that there's a certain amount of fakeness to it, guys. Y'all know that. We all know that. I know it. I went to church my whole life, and I tell you a funny story. I remember my dad. Now that's not that funny, but it is funny. But my dad has a little bit of road rage. You know what I'm saying? But he's always the reason why I'm the man I am today is because he took me to church when I was a kid. That he always made sure we stayed in church.
I thought you were going to show that.
I am going to show it. So this is me and my friend David, and y'all might recognize this captain hat as stepbrothers. We stamped this. But anyway, yeah, it's just a picture I made, and my friend David. So this is actually his. He just never got it, but that's me and him on Step Brothers. But anyway, it's kind of a joke we got going. But anyway, yeah, guys. So I'll tell you a funny story about church, and we went to growing up. We went to one church. It wasn't that full, but then we ended up going to more like a mega church. It was a lot bigger. And so my dad's got a bit of road rage, and he was getting into it with this guy on the road. They cut each other off, and he chased him down. They cut each other off a couple times.
What does that mean?
I'm not real sure. I don't know. It means something good. So anyway, they're flipping each other off, right? I mean, they're going at it, right? So anyway, we get close to the church, and they turned in the same parking lot. That parking lot was so big, both of them parked way away from each other. We never knew who it was, but they was flipping each other off, and both went in the same church.
My goodness.
Now, you talking about hilarious. I laughed as a kid. I thought it was hilarious, And then just funny instances like that, just how people act, but it's not funny, but it is funny. You know what I mean? It was just two men that didn't know that they was going to the same place, fighting over how fast they was going to get there.
They both must have been late.
I never experienced some of the things I experienced with them people. Oh my gosh. Another time my dad had me laughing. I'll tell you this one real quick too. So have y'all ever heard of Fairy and Berry ice cream or Fairy and Berry yogurt shop? I don't know. Y'all might have one in the mall, wherever you're at. It's called Fairy and Berries. You have heard of it? So anyway, I go in there with my whole family. It's about my brother and his family and me and my family and my dad. My dad's going to buy us all some yogurt. So we get up to the counter, and this guy comes up, and he's real flamboyant. Flamboyant. He walks up. He says, "Hey, how can I help you?" And my dad said, "Hey, where's Barry at?" I started laughing. It killed me, man. It killed me.
Look, he's dying now. They probably don't even get it.
It killed me. I don't know if y'all got it, but yeah. We went in Fairy and Berries, and he asked him where Barry was at. I was like, oh no. That guy just stood there for a second, and he just got it. It was just hilarious. My dad's a goober now. My dad'll have you laughing your butt off. Just some of the things he comes up with. But I don't know. It's just you got to have a good sense of humor, guys. And it's not all about. you know how it is. You ever worked with somebody that you went to church with, and they're funny and they're a good time with them, but everything's all serious when you get to church. But when you work with them, you see, hey, thank you, Zachary. I really appreciate that. Every little thing helps, and I appreciate that. Try and keep
What's it?
this ministry going. It don't take much, but
Thank you.
thank you.
God bless you.
And uh, but like I say, this is a ministry now. It's become a ministry, and through you guys' help, it really has. It's turned into something that I didn't know was going to be anything. Has turned into a ministry, and you guys are, I mean, top notch, the best to have around. Love you guys. I'm sorry, Jason. I really am sorry, bud.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But you know what? You're gonna see him again soon. So,
That's right.
and we know that death is an illusion. Death is an illusion. That he's just asleep in Christ, and that's all that means. And soon you're gonna be with Christ yourself. So,
Well, we have Christ in us, so we have those that have passed on with Christ.
he's at home, and soon, hey, we're about to go home ourselves, all of us together. And I'm gonna put my arms around you guys and love on you guys. I can't wait to be with my brothers and sisters. You know. And we get to hang out with the main brother. The main brother.
The main brother. The big brother.
The big brother.
The real big brother.
So, like I say, I've enjoyed the fellowship with you guys tonight. And this is my 5th hour online today. And I don't know, it won't be longer tomorrow. Just depends. But it is going to be a glorious day, and it's not far off, guys. I meant it when I said the 10 years.
Just don't
I'm not lying.
too much.
Oh, yeah, I'll be up there talking way too much. Jesus is going to let you know real quick. There's the loudmouth over there.
If you want to know what's going on, just go ask that one.
Yeah,
up
or
there.
if you don't want nobody to know nothing, don't tell him.
I'll be like, man, I stepped on one of them darn ducks.
That's right.
Now I got to spend eternity with this guy.
That's right. We'll be together. We're going to be together, guys. I love you guys so much.
I can't wait to see that. The clear gold streets. I can't wait for all of that.
We got so much to see that we haven't seen yet. So much to see.
Guitar said he'll bring the zero Dr. Pepper. All right.
No, I'm drinking that full-on Dr. Pepper when I get there.
Yeah, forget the zero.
I'm going to leave the diabetes here.
I'll have a Coke, thank you.
But be honest with you, the Coke Zeros taste as good to me now as any of them. The Dr. Pepper Zeros.
You're right, Brian. It won't be hard to find him. You can probably hear him across the whole thing.
I'll be at the Dr. Pepper machine yelling because it done took my 50 cents. But, yeah, well, like I say, guys, I tell you, yeah, exactly. I'll be like, machines don't work no better in heaven than they did on earth. Done took my money.
Okay, so I have a question what the symbol means. What is that?
She can't figure out what the little X and the A means in front of every.
What is that? I have no idea. I'm not computer savvy, so it looks like a yeah to me. It's got like a little line over it, and looks like a little Y or X, and then an A.
Not real sure. Can you guys tell us what that means? I don't know. I never even asked. I don't know.
Idea.
Is it just automatically on there?
Maybe. Well, no, I don't see like that one don't have it, and that one don't. So it must be something.
Throw them ones up. Throw them ones up, guys. Throw them ones and them signs. It's a little X looking thing with a line through it and then an A before each. There it is.
There it is. Amy just put it up there. don't know what that is.
Throw them ones and them suns up.
Maybe they don't see that.
Lord Jesus saves. Where you been at? But hey, I'm glad. Hey, been on here for some hours again. That one, you know what that one means? Every one of them are free of sin. So that's what that means. And
Oh, well, that's
then if they
good.
throw the sun up, that means that they know about the sun as well.
Oh, that's even better. Even
So
better.
when you see that,
Angels are here.
you know that. Yeah,
I believe you. I believe you.
I can't wait for them to show up, show out. And they're going to. They're going to. I won't have to tell you nothing. Nobody will have to tell you nothing. You don't have to listen
What
to no
kind of
man.
wild dreams you having?
Yeah, tell me about that dream real quick. I want to hear that, Jason. I mean, Michael. I'm sorry. There's so many Jasons in here. I called you Michael. I mean, Jason. Here, listen to me. Last night I asked her. She said, "You want?" What'd you say?
I said, "You want chicken nuggets or pizza rolls or something?" And he said, "Pizza nuggets and chicken rolls."
I said, "It don't matter.
I
You can make
said,
me
"No."
chicken rolls and pizza nuts. I don't care."
Oh,
I
he's a
told y'all I'm
comedian,
dyslexic.
y'all. He's a comedian.
I told y'all I'm dyslexic. I might read it backwards, but you know.
I don't know what he would do if it wasn't for me, y'all. I'm telling you.
Let me hear about this dream. The earth opened up and
And
giants came out.
What?
I got to hear a little more about this. You got to get a little deeper about this one.
The earth opened up and giants came out. That's crazy.
Let me ask you this. Are any of you guys ever interested in doing a live together with me?
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can invite somebody in and they can do a live with me. And we can just laugh and talk and have a good time, talk about dreams and visions and answer questions together. There is the option of doing that. I don't know if any of you are interested. Maybe you don't want to be seen online. I get it. I leave myself open for all kinds of things. Well, that'd be awesome because I can invite you in when I start the live.
He said, "I don't know, bro. I don't know."
Tell me about this dream. Come on, Michael. Don't leave me hanging. Is that all there was to it? Was giants?
When you say giants, what size giants we talking about? We talking about like 7 foot, 9 foot?
Don't tell me no 30-foot ones. I'm leaving Earth.
Man, he better come rapture us quickly.
You listen. You're more knowledgeable than you know.
It's not about that.
Sometimes we just get on here and talk about all kinds of subjects like we have tonight, guys. It's not.
Dreams, experiences.
Wouldn't it get boring if all we did was talk about the same thing all the time? It would. You would get tired of this channel.
Yes.
I get tired of the other channels when they do it, you know. Listen to them a couple times and then it's like, wow, we're just going to talk about the same thing all the time.
Good night, Zachary.
Zachary, love you, bud. I know a lot of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. You know, this is my work. This is what I got to do. I'm disabled other than this. And
Thank you, Amy.
this is my only way.
777. Those are my numbers.
Amy said this is the first live she's ever even spoke in. That's what she told me.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you should speak more often.
I've only been saved since last June. Well, you know what?
You a baby.
That's okay. He's getting caught up with the rest of us. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Huge waters had started having whirlpools on draining, and yes, huge big beasts. On the streets draining?
He said huge waters had started having whirlpools.
Okay.
And draining, like I'm imagining like a whirlpool into a drain. And huge beasts coming out. Ooh. I bet you that was a trippy dream. Underground temples. Ooh. That's deep.
Started coming out underground temples. Wow. Hey man,
That's
gotta be something to it, you know. That's more than a.
you know, my mom had a good dream too, so I guess he's giving them dreams out again.
Where's my dreams at? I keep having weird ones, man.
Man, mine was Charlie Kirk was trying to murder me and saving me at the same time. That was weird.
I had a dream my chihuahua came back to life and was biting everybody, and I was about to have to put him down. And I reached and grabbed a gun and went to put a bullet in it. When I did, there was bugs all in it that came out everywhere, and that was just all. What kind of dream is that?
That's not
A,
very
a
good.
killer chihuahua, and I don't know. It was a weird
Bugs in a
dream.
gun?
I can't put that dream together with nothing. I don't even know why I dreamed about him.
Well, I'm about to go in.
All right, I'm not close. I'm close. I'm just still talking for a
All
few
right,
minutes.
that's fine. Well, good night, everybody. I love all y'all. Be thinking about you and praying for you. Y'all have a good rest of your week if I don't see you before Saturday. But I will see y'all on Saturday for sure. And Amy,
Scott said
make.
he had bees all around his ankles and didn't sting, huh?
Mm.
That's a strange
And
dream.
Amy, you make sure you come back, okay, and talk to us.
Amy comes back every time. Are you kidding me? Amy
Well,
is
she
a
said this was the first time she talked.
no. This is the first channel she's ever talked on.
Oh, okay.
Amy's not new. Amy is.
I got you. I don't know.
You're talking to warriors on here.
I know some of you, but I don't know all of you.
Cowgirl ain't new. Lord Jesus, that's not new.
Well,
Guitarster ain't new. These are all our team right here.
she said I'm like the furniture.
That's right. Hey,
No, no, no.
she's like that chair I love to sit on. Perfect.
The furniture's the best part.
Pray you farewell, good night, peace to your households in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you,
Amen.
Regnetta.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
God bless all of you. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening and have sweet dreams, everyone.
Hey, I ain't going nowhere just yet. Just
Yeah, you get
let her get
stuck
out of
with
here
this one.
so we can talk about the real stuff. Let me get her out of here. Let me get her out of here.
The real stuff.
Although she done cooked and ate and left me some pimento cheese sandwiches, I'm going to have to go in and finish off whatever
You
she
can
made.
go in and eat. You got
I
food
know,
in
I
there.
know, I know.
Don't let him fool you.
She said, bye, sweet dreams.
Bye. Thank you.
I know most of you got to go to work tomorrow, so I'm not going to hold you too long. I just have enjoyed this so much. I love fellowshipping. You know, I've told y'all some of the funny stories in life, you know. I remember and I got a million of them, but uh, mainly we talk about Jesus most of the time on here, but sometimes we just talk about normal life things, you know. If anybody got anything they need prayed for, we'll pray for it, you know, believe for it, you know, together, you know. I got, you know, we prayed to get keep this building, and we get to keep it for another month, guys. It happens. So we got it for at least another month. We got it. That's right. You know, and I love my time here. We're about to set this up differently, and I'll actually be sitting at a table with the computer, and it'll be set up more like a podcast. Y'all think that'll be looking good, huh? We're on we're gonna turn this thing around. It's went from a clothing sales place to a church podcast. Church. I call it our church. Originally, you know what our church is called? The Rapture Saints Assembly. Here's our church right here. Somebody came up with the name, and that's the name of our group, Rapture Saints Assembly. So anybody want to know? That's what we're gonna be called from now on. That's us. They can take it wrong if they want to take it wrong. We know that we talk about everything in here, but that kind of tells them at the door where we're at, you know. And you guys are the members. You guys are the elders of the group. You know, I look at you guys as elders. And we've grown a lot, all of us, you know. We've learned to let them talk a minute before if we decide they're a troll or not, you know, or what, a demon. And I thought that was pretty interesting. You type in troll and look at the emoji, and type in demon and look at the emoji. And if you got an iPhone, just type in troll and see what emoji comes up. And then type in demon and see what emoji comes up. You're going to be surprised. So us changing the name to demons really wasn't that far-fetched. If you got your phone right now, you can click on it, go to it, or when you get off here, just try it out. Type in that emoji. It's the exact same emoji. We started saying first we were, what did we say? We were, trolls pay the toll or they go down the toilet bowl. And then we started saying we were exorcising demons, but the emoji's the same. It started, we were evacuating, and it looked like a sinkhole started, but fast it swallowed the tractor, the operator. He screamed for me to pray. Then a pond I saw started draining like a sink. That's pretty wild, man. Then I saw the underground temple with massive giants coming out of it. Huh. That don't sound that far-fetched, really. I mean, you know, it all the things I hear on YouTube, you know, I imagine there's a lot we don't know about. Look what they just found under the pyramids. I mean, a whole thing of stuff we didn't know was there, you know. Religion, slavery with extra steps. Not sure what you mean, but okay. These are spiritual things, right? They are. I get it. That sounds like the great tribulation. There's going to be so much scariness going on during that time that people are going to wish that they would die and they can't. You know, it's going to be a... Religion is a foreshadowing. Well, let me see what verse it is. I'll look this up real quick for you. Religion is a lot of paganism. That's what it is. It's just a lot of paganisms. It's rituals. And Jesus was against that. He was against that. It's between you on the inside, him and the Father. That's it. You don't need all these rituals and all these things that go. It's not a design, it's not a corporation. But they've turned it into a corporation, right? You know, it's like me. Everything I have to offer is free. It's free. I mean, there's nothing in here asking for anything. It's all free. Anything that people have done for me has just been out of the kindness of their heart, not because I'm everything I have to offer, Jesus has to offer is free. So, just want you to know that. You know, always know that. You can always come here freely. Okay? And it's not a corporation, and there's nothing in it to get rich. Okay? Nothing in it to make any money. You know? Churches, I'm sure that they have to have a certain amount of something to keep their lights on and their building going and upkept. But much more than that is that you know, they're not to get rich and do all these things. You start seeing churches build gyms and gymnasium, all these things. Now I realize they're just trying to keep the youth occupied, and sometimes if you have these things, it helps the youth stay in church. And when they're at church, they're not out getting in trouble, right? So I get that, you know what I mean? It's good for the community. It's like a community center. But, overall, I wish that you guys could be right here and we could all eat a big dinner together and laugh and just have a good time, and whatever. But we do it right here. God made a way, didn't he? Look, technology got us here. Little technology, and we're able to hang out right here. Y'all can eat your dinner and laugh and talk with me. I don't do it because I don't want to sit and eat in front of y'all and stuff. You know what I mean? But overall, it's all free, guys. What Jesus has to offer is free. Salvation's free. All you got to do is accept it. You know, getting your sin removed, that's free. All you've got to do is make that step and say, I don't want to be a sinner any longer. Right? And all that means is I don't want to be without the Father any longer. I love the Father and I want to be with him. Thank you, Jesus, for making the way. And that's it. It's that simple. It's a very simple thing, but it's made hard. Y'all, besides my Nana, are the only ones I've told there is just too much to type, and it's just horrible. I was worse than a scary movie. That operator I knew personally and woke up. But look, Michael, you've known me long enough that if you hit me up on my email and you get that number, I'll just let you can speak into your phone and tell it to me. Okay? It's real easy to press that and just say it. And it might mess up a little bit of it, but like it does me. I've been talking good to people and look down, looks like I'm cussing them out, but and I have to, and it don't understand my twang a little bit too much, but overall, all of you guys got open access to me. The longer we know each other, the longer it'll get. And I do give my number out. I know that you're not supposed to, but this is the church, and I believe in you guys. I just won't put it on here because right now I'm getting spoofed. I get phone calls every day from people saying, "Did you just call me?" I'm like, "No," and it's happening every day. So somebody's calling from my number somehow and calling other people, and they call me back, and I never called them, and they're like, "You just called?" No, I didn't just call. So I don't know how they're doing it, but they're getting me. I'm sorry, Rotaflow. First time I've seen you saying anything. I'm sorry, but wrench signifies the moderators. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I know that, but there's a little X and a A. I don't know what that means. It comes up when you guys throw the ones up usually. I make moderators here and there depending on like a lot of you guys will probably end up moderators before it's over. It just depends. It's like sometimes, and I don't call you moderators. I call you exorcists. Okay, my moderators are called exorcists. I've asked many people, Amy, you are the first to help me. I'm sorry, guys, I don't even know. Oh, you asking about the wrench. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we got a certain amount of moderators come in. Michael's one, that's Lord Jesus Saves. Brian's one. Mickey 777 is one. Let me think who else. Oh, Jason Wallace. Poor Jason Wallace got booted one time by one of the moderators, so I had to bring him back in and make him one because I felt horrible, you know. That's right. We're fisher of men. You know, somebody asked me one time, they're like, why do you put rapture on all your thumbnails, you know? And then I end up talking about other things. And I'm like, well, a fisherman has to have lures, and not every lure works. So you have to find the lure that works to draw them in, right? And sometimes I got to put a different lure on to draw them in. Now, uh, what's sad is that more people want to know about the Antichrist than they want to know about Christ. But I found that out about myself when I saw the man of lawlessness sitting where he ought not. I used to look for the Antichrist nonstop. Now I don't. I don't look for him at all. I just read the Bible and tell it like it is, you know. But I used to think, man, back when I was looking hard for him. But I realized I was looking more for him and not for Christ. And that's when I saw the man of lawlessness sitting where he ought not in my temple, proclaiming to be God. And he had exalted himself over everything that was called God. I was looking for everything that was bad and not for the good. And as you see, if you just watch my videos, you'll see which ones do the best. Look at the ones that got the highest amounts on them. It won't be the positive ones. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's just how it is, guys. It's the times. It's the times. It's the signs of the times. But you know what? That's why you look up and know your time is nigh. It's near. I say nigh. It's near. That's the word, near. He's near. He's drawing closer. And yeah, we all have a hunger, you know. Just excited and want to hang out with people like us, right? This gives us a chance to hang out with people like us. Half the time you guys are talking to each other, you know, while I'm back here just running my mouth, you know. And I find that amazing. I love that. I love that, you know. But, you know, I'm going to get off here, guys, and go eat. If anybody needs some prayer or anything, or anybody wants to say one. But listen, Lord Jesus Saves. What is my email? Don't you know my email? I mean, you can all know my email. It doesn't matter to me. Um, and as I like I say, sometimes it's just like I say, it's for them times when you just need to talk, you know. Okay, it's dailyoil77@gmail.com. Dailyoil77@gmail.com. I can type it in. Make that help that better. If I can find where I was at. Oh, I done typed it in the wrong thing. That's my email. And like I say, I'd like to hear more about that dream. I know it's too much to type, so we'll figure it out where you can. Hey, even one of them little things. What does that mean? That little X and it came up when I did it. What's that mean? Please, could you pray for my job situation if you should be staying put or going elsewhere since my badge runs out in March, but I need something that works around my caring duties for my mom. I will pray for that, you guys. Look, remember I asked you guys to pray for my financial situation. You know, I don't care about everything else. I just care about this church, you know, and all I care about is keeping this going. The rest of it, we'll figure it out. That's life situation. Okay, but this right here is turned into this, and so that's all I care about is keeping this going. And hey, it's worked out so far. And um, it's not. I don't expect anybody to do anything. Just pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for it. Pray for it to keep going. And I'll pray for yours, Amy. I got you. I got you. But I got to go in and talk to the Father in deeply to do a real prayer for you. You know. Thank you, Scott. You know. So I go in for that deep prayer, and I'll go into that deep prayer for you tonight. Okay. I can do an out loud one, but that's just saying something. Saying something so your ears hear it. Okay. I will go in and talk to the Father for you. And all these people will too. Anybody else got anything that they're pertinent about their families or any sickness you want to go away? Hey man, look, if you go into my email, I'll shoot you that number, and then all you gotta do is talk it into the phone and you don't have to do all the typing. I'm telling you that you've been around long enough, and you've been a big help that you and a moderator. I got you, bud. Yeah, I always pray that God keeps y'all safe, brings y'all back. I never want to lose any of you. And you know, y'all know I'm not perfect, and I'm not even trying to be perfect. So, I mean, I'm trying to be more like Christ every day, but it's a we're not all as refined as He is. You know how that goes. So, I may not always say that perfect thing, but I hit on some pearls of wisdom every once in a while, right? I mean, hey, Scott gave me Romans 8, back me up like said everything I say without saying it like I say it. That's one of the best scriptures that I think I've ever had thrown at me that says exactly what I say in just a little different way. I need prayers also. Lord Jesus knows it. I already prayed for it. Maybe asking prayer here is perfect time, place. Thanks, brother. I got you, Dan. Listen, Dan, glad to have you a part of the group, and I hope to see you more. And I will. Hey, I don't know what your issue is, but I will definitely talk to him for you. So, but I'm gonna do that real prayer for you, okay? That real one, not the one out loud here. Y'all want to say the Lord's Prayer together? Let's do it. Hold your hands up. Let me. I'll leave the Rapture Saints up here. Well, you can't see me when I do it. Let's just get rid of it. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, it will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thank you for giving us our daily bread today, Lord. And please forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive others who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, Lord, but away from evil. For thine is the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. We're covered, guys. We're covered. You guys have a great night. See you tomorrow. Hope y'all are ready for some more of this. I'm ready for more of y'all. Y'all enjoy your work day tomorrow. I'll try to maybe I might make a good video tomorrow. I think I mean did I make some? I made some today, didn't I? I might not make one tomorrow. I got to see how those are gonna go. I gotta let them run their course. But I might make one. Depends on what the Lord gives me tonight. You know, I never know. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.